In this video, we're going to go over how to download and use the Time Doctor desktop app. When you're invited to a company, during the invitation process, you will be asked to download and install the Time Doctor desktop app. But you can also download it from our download page. In your URL, type timedoctor.com/download. Immediately, you will see a short message that prompts you to enter your email. This is only for those who have already registered. If you have not registered, you can do so by selecting the link that says Register Here. Once you put your email into the form, you will be directed to the download page for your version of the app. You can also skip this step and head to the download page without entering the email. In this case, I'm already signed into Time Doctor on my browser, so either option will take me to the correct download page. On this page, you will see up to 3 download sections. The first section is for the desktop app, the second is for the mobile app, and the third is for the Chrome extensions. In this video, we're only going to focus on the desktop app. You must simply select the OS or operating system that you are using. If you're on a Windows PC, it is the first option, Mac is the second, and Linux is the third. For each option, you will see compatibility requirements in the green download link. If you do not meet the requirements, you will not be able to run the app on your computer. After you select your OS, click the download button and follow the prompts to install the desktop app on your computer. Once you are done downloading and then installing, find the application on your computer and open it up. When Time Doctor opens, you will need to log in using your Time Doctor account. Type your email and password. On the next page, you will select your company. After this selection, Time Doctor is loaded and you may begin tracking time. You should have 2 windows accessible to you from the get-go: the main app window and the activity bar. If you don't see the activity bar, don't panic. We'll get to that in just a minute. Also, the main window will look a little bit different depending on whether or not your company uses tasks and projects. We'll go over tasks later in the video, but for now we'll be working in a no task version. First, let's review the main window. On the left sidebar, you have a number of navigation links: timer, dashboard, screencasts, edit time, and settings. You may have more or less links depending on what role you have in your company and what permissions you have been granted. The timer, dashboard, and settings link will be available to everyone. Timer is the default page, which is what you're seeing right now on the right side here. Before we go over this page, let's head down to the settings. On the settings page, the first option you will see is the activity bar option. You can elect to have the activity bar visible, hidden until 5 AM, or hidden until you activate it again. For this demo, we will activate the activity bar so we can see how to use it. Continuing down the page, you will see a checkbox under the option Notify when tracking starts. This pops up a notification when tracking has started automatically, such as after a preset pause or at the start of the day. For now, we'll go ahead and select this option. The next option is Launch at Login. This starts the application when you boot up your computer. This does not mean that time starts tracking automatically. You will have to start your timer manually, unless you check the next box, Auto Start Tracking Each Day. In this case, the app will start tracking automatically at the first computer usage of the day, starting after 5 AM. So if I boot up my computer at 7 AM, as long as I'm logged into Time Doctor, my app will begin tracking when I start using my computer. After you have made your selections, be sure to save your settings and it will take you back to the timer page. On the timer page, you have the option to start and stop your time by simply hitting the large play or pause button on the screen. When active, the top area will turn green to let you know it is recording your time. You may wonder, will Time Doctor keep recording if I'm not on this application window? The answer is yes. If you have the activity bar visible, it will stay visible even when you're navigating away from the application. Not only is this a clear visual cue that your time is being recorded, but you can also start and stop the timer from the activity bar. However, if you choose not to use the activity bar, Time Doctor will still record your active work time as long as the play button is active and you are still working. When you activate the timer, a new option appears just above the pause button. This drop-down allows you to take a break from recording for a certain amount of time. If you select this option, let's say the 15-minute pause for example, the application will appear to pause as it normally would if you select the pause button directly. However, In 15 minutes, it will automatically begin recording again. To interrupt this automatic restart, you can simply click the play button. This will reset your automatic restart timer to 5 AM the next day, as long as you have that option checked in the settings menu. That being said, your activity or the timer will only stop recording if one of a few things happens. First, if you select the pause button. Second, if you select the delay button, which we just went over. Or third, if you're inactive for a certain amount of time. Inactivity happens when you don't make a keystroke or a mouse click in a certain amount of time. Admins will be the ones who set up the inactive time frame for each company. Because job roles can vary greatly, you will want to consult your admins if you're concerned about frequent timeouts. Some roles don't require as much active computer time as others, and providing feedback to your managers and admins can help reduce having to correct active times later. Alright, back to the timer function. Another feature is available if your company uses tasks and projects to track time. I'm going to show you a new window that has tasks and projects activated. Here, you will be able to select which task or project you are working on. Just click the task to select it and your timer will start on that task. You will see that the title for the task changes in the green area as well as in the activity bar. On that note, let's talk a bit more about the activity bar. If you want to move your activity bar, you can select the dotted area on the left-hand side of the bar. Clicking and dragging this around your screen allows you to place it where you like. If you go to the side of the screen, the bar will assume a vertical alignment. And then on the bottom of the screen, it will assume a horizontal alignment. Anytime you select your activity bar, the application window will come to the foreground. So for example, if you are on another app or in your browser and then click the activity bar in any way, your application window appears. Finally, to close the activity bar, select the small X button on the right-hand side of the bar. Remember that you can reactivate the activity bar anytime you need to in the settings menu. Back to the main app window. The final 3 links I'll go over are the dashboard, screencasts, and edit time options. These are hot links that take you to the internet application. These will open in your default browser. The dashboard is the home screen for the internet application. You will typically see an overview of your information on this page, and you will of course have access to your normal navigation links. The screencast option is available if your company has this enabled. On this page, you'll be able to review the screenshots and videos that were automatically recorded during your active work time. The Edit Time button takes you directly to the Edit Time page. If this option is not enabled for you, you will not be able to see this Edit Time link. If you are able to edit time, you can do so on this page. The times and tasks you will see will correlate to your desktop app one-to-one. There is no need to re-enter your time that was recorded using your desktop app. It is good to note that there may be a sync delay of a few minutes or longer, so it may not be perfectly synced in real time. So why would you want to edit your time? Well, you may want to edit time that was not recorded due to inactivity, perhaps you're working off the computer. Or maybe you want to edit time to make other adjustments like changing the task you were working on during a certain time frame. For more information about editing time, please refer to the video about the Edit Time page. Back on the Time Doctor desktop app. There are a couple more options we need to cover. On the top navigation in the Applications drop-down menu, you will also note a few more options. Some of these are the same options we've already gone over, but they are also accessible here, such as Go to Dashboard or the Settings option that we discussed earlier in the video. There's also another option here that is currently grayed out. It says, Paused for X hours. This is the amount of hours until 5 AM the next day. Because I paused manually, and also have the automatic tracking on, this lets me know that Time Doctor is going to unpause when I start using my computer again after 5 AM tomorrow. If you head back to your play button, and after selecting the play button use the drop-down window, you will see the 15-minute and 1-hour options appear as well. If you'd like to sign out of Time Doctor, you may do so one of 2 ways. Either select the icon that contains your initials and then click Log Out, or you can head to the top navigation and use the drop-down menu and select Log Out. When you log out, Time Doctor will ask if you would like to remember your login credentials or not. If you choose to have Time Doctor remember your credentials, you won't have to retype them on each login. This might be useful, for example, if you pair this with both the auto start on boot up and the auto start timer at 5 AM. Then, each time you boot it up first thing in the morning, Time Doctor is ready to go and starts recording. If you're using a family or public computer, it may be best to have Time Doctor forget your credentials when you log out. And that's it. That's how you use your Time Doctor desktop app.